Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Frostpunk, The Fall of Winterhome. So we have called back the engineers from the weather outpost. No more weather updates. However, we do have their forecast memorized from before. So on the 13th, 14th, and 15th, there are 3 sequential drops, which are not exactly being looked forward to. But either way, we have consolidated our housing a little bit better, and we're upgrading some of the bunk houses to homes. Hopefully that will give us a little bit of better thermal insulation, because I'm mildly concerned that this generator may not survive. So we are going to have to do what we can. Also too, we have plenty of steel and not a whole stack of wood right now. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to call back our automaton here, and we're going to send that over to the steam wall drill. We can turn off that heater as well. That'll mean that that is all fine and dandy, and no one will get sick, and those people can move over here where it is nice and warm. So that should be rather nice. Now, unfortunately, research has stopped overnight because we do not have the 24-hour work shifts, and we don't have any of that research for the automaton. But we're going to go ahead and get this done and work on the factory, so hopefully we can manufacture whatever parts are required. Okay, so the scouts have arrived, and that they have brought the 20 engineers, which is fantastic. We're going to send them all straight to the repair station for now. The sooner we can get on this, the better. So now we're on 57 out of 60. I think that is pretty good. Also too, in another, 12 hours, we can send off some more propaganda, which should be good. Either way, hopefully if we can recall some of these engineers, we may, just maybe, able to fix up some of these buildings so they're functioning a bit. But either way, here we go. What is going on? The generator is deteriorating. Sir, a frightened crowd has surrounded the generator, anxiously watching jets of high-pressure steam escaping from a number of places. We must find out what's happening with the generator right away. People are starting to panic. Okay, stress rises, as does the discontent. Well, it's a good thing that we have started our appraisal. Hopefully within the next 5 hours, we should have an answer in the early AM. Not probably the time you want to have to start dealing with things, but better than nothing. Also, it looks like our scouts have made it all the way back out to the abandoned trailer, and nothing exists anymore. That's a shame. We risked it for a whole stack of extra rewards, and we did fail. We lost an entire team, so that is sad, but it was something that had to be done. Those extra resources and steel cores could have been remarkably nice, but it is what it is. Alright, so let's just buckle up. Alright, so let's go ahead and this sawmill can have... We'll turn that heater on for when that gets active during the day. We'll send in some workers, and then I think... we could probably afford... Actually, yeah, we have hunters' huts. Yeah, they're not as important. We may end up calling back a couple of these because we have a whole stack of food rations. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and reduce that by 5, and we're going to send them over here. At the moment, I think timber production is going to be something that is going to be good for us. We may need that for the continuing upgrading of our houses, and we have ample food supply at the moment, so I'm not too concerned about reducing their effectiveness just for a day or so. We can easily send them back, and we will be in the clear. And that's with standard meals, not even with soup. So yeah, I am quite comfortable with that. Alright, what's this? 20%. That seems like a fairly low efficiency. Just one person? Okay, well, that's alright. We'll let that be. And what else have we got going on? Oh, the Book of Laws. Fantastic. So, we could go for extra rations for the ill. That does sound nice, being able to deal with that a bit quicker. We could sign prosthetics into law. Ooh, that is a good question. Should we see... in our economy, let's look at our housing and health status. Here we are. We have care houses. Yeah, we have 36 people in there who need who need to have a prosthetic fitted. So let's see, worker, there's one engineer, that's not too bad. And then what about the other one? We would only gain one engineer and a couple of workers. Well, that is a decision. Actually, you know what we should do? We should... Yeah, these hunters' hangars and then a hunter's hut. We could upgrade this as well for a little bit of extra food, which may be good for our efficient use of manpower. Yeah, we will have to see. Alright, sorry, before we let time go by, we could go ahead and get that, but again, that's only for a single engineer and a few more workers. I think what we'll do, though, is if we go to our purpose, we can work on... Yeah, here we are, morning gatherings. Yeah, if we can go ahead and pick up the foreman, I believe that that is an efficiency increase, which I think could be very nice. If it only costs us food, that's even better. So hope will rise slightly, and hope will rise from time to time. So let's do our morning gatherings and see if we can keep our people as hopeful as possible. Oh, and it does look like we have 3 individuals who are sick. So let's go ahead and reduce that by 1. 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to send them straight to the infirmary. Make sure that we do not build up too many sick people. Alright, so the generator report is ready. Our engineers have finished inspecting the generator. It has a catastrophic flaw. It will keep breaking down, and each malfunction will cause the stress within the generator to start rising. We'll be able to patch it up using the repair station, but these fixes will not last for long. The generator will eventually break down permanently and then explode from rising stress. Winterhome is doomed. That's not good. Okay, so how are we supposed to survive without the generator? The generator's dead? Oh my... What happened to our hope? Coming here was a fool's errand. Must save ourselves and our children. Okay, so... Well... I know of another city. You know no such thing, but people will believe you. Hope will rise greatly. Okay, hang on. Never mind. Before we read the outcomes, let's read the text. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We have to evacuate. Sir, the chief engineers say there's still hope. We didn't dismantle the last of our dreadnoughts. If we repair it, we can leave Winterhome and find another place to live. Yet people are doubtful. Where would we go? It's nothing but a frozen wasteland as far as the eye can see. Okay, you know what? We're going to be honest. We're not going to lie. As much as... Yeah, people will lose heart. Efficiency will fall by 10%. Ouch. Okay, even more reason to get to the foreman as quickly as we can. But I'm not going to lie to our people. We need to be realistic. And if we're going to get in a very bad situation, they need to know that we will tell them the truth. Unlikely in reality, but we're going to go with the honesty. Alright, prepare the evacuation. Our only option is to evacuate as many people as possible using the dreadnought we didn't fully dismantle. We first have to build an evacuation center. Then we have to send engineers to refit the dreadnought. We'll need steel and steam cores to convert decks into cabins for people on board, and food rations to feed them through the journey. Okay, well, let's go ahead and pause, and I'm guessing evacuation center. Yeah, this is where the other outpost could have been or gone. Okay, it's not adjacent to a street, but I do not care. We need to get that built ASAP. Let's tie that on in. That is fantastic. And then we're going to have to see exactly what we need. Have 25 engineers on site. Okay. So nothing to repair. Adequate. Okay, malfunctions will be neither more nor less severe. Repairs will take a normal amount of time. Okay, so it's well stationed. That's this is going to get complicated because we need a lot of engineers, and this is just going to get worse and worse as time goes by. So let's have a look at our technology. What could we go for? If we check in our heating, overdrive couplings, that's not useful. Neither is the generator safety bypass, I think. Okay, so... Oh, efficiencies. Okay, so repair station by 10%. That's not bad. Emergency repairs allow us to advance generator repairs by 10% using wood and steel. Optimized shifts. Air station efficiency, and then, yeah, top 5 as well. Okay, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and get that efficiency kicked up straight away. That is our next tech for certain. Yeah, hopefully we can preserve some of our manpower as best as we can. Yeah, this could get rather complicated. Oh, and one of our people has died. Oh dear. Poet's suicide. Oh dear. So one of our people has committed suicide. In his spare time, he wrote poems about loss, suffering, and the death of hope. Our propaganda center waged a campaign against him to protect our people from his influence. Now people might blame us unless we make it look like he drank himself to death. Do it and burn his poems. Discontent will rise, or hope will fall. We're going... I don't think we can do that. We're going to stay away from it. Hope will fall, but I think we can recover. We're going to go ahead and stay away from it. Let's see how bad. Okay, we're in a dangerous situation, but it could be worse. In a couple of hours, we can put out some propaganda that should take us out of this danger zone. We'll also have our morning meeting as well. That could potentially give us some hope. Yeah, all of these things should be able to counterbalance that downfall right there. All right, a word of advice: repair station improvements. The evacuation of so many people will take time, so we need to keep the generator running for as long as possible. Fortunately, our engineers have several ideas about how to raise the efficiency of the repair station. Okay, fantastic. We'll take a look at that when that does come by. We are working on the factory. Yeah, I'm not really sure what we're going to need. I'm not sure if the factory was the right idea, but you never know. It could be potentially useful in an event. Or at least that's what I'm hoping. Alright, so the good news is we're good on coal. We should be fairly well balanced. Let's just double check that everything is up and running. Oh, we've run out of a worker. Where are our steam hubs? So you are set to 24 hours. I don't think you need to be set to such a wide setting. Let's bring you down a fraction. How is that? What has that done here? Okay, so we've lost out on a little bit there. I think we can deal with that, and then you've got some houses. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll try and maybe we do try and dismantle those 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe we do try and dismantle those. I know we made them houses, but still, that's sort of an awkward spot there. Alright, but that should save us a little bit of... Yeah, there we are. That's enough coal changing the range setting there, so I suppose that will have to suffice. Yeah, and you know what? I think that was well worth it. That'll be good. Let's go ahead and let's see. Propaganda is in a couple of hours. So let's just go ahead and speed up some time. There's not much we can really do as we work our way through these events, except embrace. So here we go. Man the Dreadnought. Sir, the evacuation center is operational. We can now send engineers to the Dreadnought. Once there, they will be able to start restoring it to serviceable condition using the resources we send. Alright then. The panel will be open. Let's take a look. So what do we need? Engineers. Send 50 people. That'll also take time. Okay, so... Yeah, that is not fantastic. Alright, well... We have adequate staff right now. Let's go ahead and... Yeah, I think we're going to need to get some of those amputees sorted, but again, that foreman is going to be really important if we're to not suffer from that efficiency loss. Because yeah, now, yeah, a maximum of 90, I think it is. Yeah, we've got to do whatever we can and try and improve.
We've got work to do.
Yeah, okay, so we're definitely going to get that factory finished. Then we're going to start working on some upgrades. Hopefully, yeah, that isn't too bad right now. We can always kick it up a heat level if necessary, but I don't know whether that's going to make things worse. Yeah, that could be quite the predicament. Alright, coal mine, we could do that as well. Yeah, I just don't want to start over-relying on coal and then, start relying on so much of our heat to keep everything so fantastic, then just to be basically kicked in the teeth if this thing gets turned off for whatever given reason. But we do need to get moving, so I suppose... what else can we afford in the... Oh, wait a second. In the Book of Laws. Let's get an idea. We have an agitator. What's this? 20%. We have to build 3. That's not... Oh, wait a second. We have already done that. Oh, then there we go. Increases efficiency by 40% for 24 hours. Yeah, that is far, far better. 10 food rations. Honestly, I think we can afford that. Yes, this is going to be where we go. So, to make sure we have enough food for the foreman, let's go ahead and quickly pause and get a few upgrades. First being for food. These hunters' huts are nice, but these hangars are necessary now. We'll go ahead and upgrade both of those for our food reserves. In fact, we'll do that for all 3. That should be fine. And then I think what we're also going to do is make sure that we are now producing soup. We're going to need as many for the long journey as possible. So, yeah, that is where we're at. I don't really feel like throwing a child into the work of a sawmill. That's pretty bad. Actually, no, that sounds terrible. But either way, it is what it is. We've only got 3 sick people. We're working through that. Yeah, good thing we've got as many food ration supplies as we do. Let's see, what else could we want? Yeah, those upgrades should get done fairly quickly. We might need to go ahead and dismantle a workshop at some point. We have, what, 1, 2, 3... Yeah, one of them may need to go at some point. New research. Let's go for the... infirmary checklists or food production is also nice. Oh my goodness, so many good things that we need. That food will increase by what, 30 up to 45, so that's a 50%. I think we can hang off that for now. And then, yeah, people can deal with the discontent from having soup. We could go... We could get an upgrade for the steam coal miner. We could just go ahead and... But again, we need to make sure... Yeah, better integration would be nice, but again, we can't afford that. Faster outpost teams, we've got enough coal for now, so that's not necessary. Scouts aren't going to help us. Let's go to our repair station efficiency here. A set of custom tools that raises the efficiency of the repair station by 10%. That's going to be a necessity. To advance generator repairs by 10%. That would be good, but again, I don't know if that's going to be bad. We're going to try and get the optimized shifts. I think that's going to be what we need so we can reduce the manpower required to keep this thing up and running. And then, of course, we have a factory because we need to work on prosthetics. Let's go ahead and throw that. Where can we throw you, my friend? We may... Hang on a second. Could we reduce your output? I think we can. Yeah, we're going to cut you down to range 1. Give that a minute, and then let's go to the factory and... No? Oh, but we can put it right there. You know what? That is good enough. But we're now not paying extra for that either, so I suppose that was a win-win. Yeah, I suppose that is a win-win. That does use up one of our steam cores, unfortunately, but who knows, if we can get enough of the amputees sorted, maybe we can reduce things a little bit further. Yeah, every little thing is going to count. And then let's see, in 7 hours, yeah, I think we're going for the foreman. Prisons, patrols. No, I think what we're going to go for is the foreman, the agitator. Those will be fairly good for us. And then, yeah, the foreman, agitator, and then I think we'll be going for the extra rations for the ill or prosthetics. Oh, that's right. We need the prosthetics. Ooh. I think the efficiency is going to come first, though. So I guess we're going to go for the efficiency because we don't have a choice. That is... yeah, it's just going to have to be what it is. Alright, well, you guys are waiting here. That's fine. Dreadnought. Yep, 4 hours to arrive. I don't think we need to send anyone there. Let's send you to the storm shelter. Yeah, maybe these guys could find someone. Maybe the Dreadnought isn't going to be important. Maybe we could escape to another city, potentially. Yeah, we'll just see how we go there. Maybe they've got news for us for new scouting locations, so that gets us more resources that could be beneficial. Let's see. Do we have any extra workers? Not at this stage, but that's okay. Let's go. In fact, since we're getting the upgrade, let's drop one from you and send you over here. Increase your efficiency just that bit. In fact, what we could do...
It's time for rest.
Hang on, if we check out our tech... where is it? Food. Save us... yeah. Hunter huts will employ 5 fewer workers. That would be at least 25 workers. That may be something we wish to consider. That may be good. Alright, but either way, for now, let's go ahead and, oh, of course, got to send out the propaganda. We'll get that done. That increases our hope. Very good. Let's go ahead and remove a single engineer. Put them there. We can only build automatons. You know what? I recant what I just say. We're going to have to wait till we get the prosthetics in order. Yeah. That is slightly awkward, but it is what it is. And we can't even do extended shifts. That's annoying. Alright, so these guys are back home. I suppose that's as good as we could ask. Storm shelter, maybe there's extra people out there? No, we're going to race them out over there too, just in case there's a couple of locations that could be beneficial. Let's also see, what have we got on the 50 people? Yeah, we do not have enough. Yeah, we don't have enough for that just yet. We still need to send 25 engineers over there, so you know what? Let's not wait anymore. Let's make sure that we pick up as many as possible. 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we need to make sure that we know what we need as quickly as we can. So that's the 25 people that we need. We can't send anyone else, so that will have to be good enough as soon as we can. Yep, there we go. New transport. It's all that we can afford. But we must make a start somewhere. And there we go. The first steam train, I guess. Heading on out. Alright. Yeah, kind of cool. The snowmobile steam dreadnought train. Alright, let's see. How much has that hurt us? Nothing to repair, adequate staff. Okay, so we're not better, we're not worse. That's at least somewhat comforting. Alright, let's go ahead and... what do we do? Yeah, efficiency of a workplace by 40% for 24 hours. I don't think we can afford not to. Let's go ahead and sign that into law straight away. It is what it is. Let's go...
Everyone, new law is signed.
We'll make sure that the foreman is working in our coal sector. Guarantees that we're going to have access. That is going to be very important. We can now go ahead and... we can't do that with our hunters. Fair enough. Kind of hard with the foreman screaming and yelling, trying to hunt down food. We'll work on the steam wall drill. In fact, you know what? We're just going to go ahead and get all of these. Oh, that's out. Well, that's a couple of extra workers freed up. Let's go ahead and recall you. And then... what else? Sawmill, yep. Make sure that you're there. And you're working over there. Then I think that gives us a couple of extra workers so we can make sure we're making as much food as possible tonight. And then... where else can we go? We have a couple of workers. Yeah, I don't think that there's much that we can do. Maybe we go ahead and work on another sawmill. Just because that's probably going to help us out. So we could throw one over. There, could we put one not adjacent to street? You know what? That's easily sorted. Let's go ahead and tie that in there. Or wood should be fine. And then let's see, what else can we afford? I don't know whether we need the steel or the wood. We need those guys to reach the dreadnought if we're going to be able to start working on it. I don't know whether we should upgrade our houses or the bunk houses that are left. Actually, you know what? How about we see how many are there to upgrade? Oh, okay, so we're actually down to the final few. Yeah, so you know what then? In that case, let's go ahead and... we're ever so slightly out of position there. That's kind of annoying. But we could build one here, build a second one there, and then... you're the only one within range of that tower there. That's irritating. That would be out of the way. Could we put one in there? No, not quite. That is rather annoying. Alright, so... actually, you know what? Oh, no, that steam hub does need to stay there. We have an infirmary and whatever else. We'll go ahead and... actually, let's just double check our economy. How many houses are vacant? We have 5 bunk houses with 0 inhabitants. Oh, okay. Well, then in that case, it does not matter. We can ignore those. We do not need them anymore. That's fantastic. So housing has been completed. We have excess room, but as people start leaving the city, I am sure that that's going to make our life just that little bit better in that regard and keep everybody closer and closer. In fact, we can shuffle things in. That would be very nice. All right, so let's just check. We have a steam hub over here that's set to 24 hours in a steam range of 1. We have a steam hub of 24 hours. That has houses nearby, so I guess we don't get a choice in that regard. We even have a couple of empty spots in there. But I guess... yeah, I guess that covers a fair few. Yeah, I don't think that that's worth changing. You're set to work time, that's perfectly acceptable. And you're set to work time as well. In fact, you know what? We can probably shrink this down to level... oh, wait a second. No, we do hit that building. What have we got here? Houses? They seem to be close enough. Yeah, I think we can shrink this down to range 1. We'll just double check. How has that impacted things? It hasn't impacted. Okay, excellent. So a nice little saving there. And then what have we got here? Oh, right, we do have charcoal kilns just in case we need extra coal. Okay, well, for now, we're just going to have to stick with what we've got. I think we'll be a-okay. Yeah, we've now Yeah, we've now changed around exactly how much we need. That is really nice to see that we're now in the clear there. That has used up a few of our food rations, which is kind of nice. We will need to go ahead and work on maybe a couple of depots at some point. Yeah, food rations. Oh, and what's going on? Oh dear, this is our first trouble, isn't it? Hurry, we need to repair the generator. So it's true after all, we're all going to die. Okay, well, hanging by a thread, generator failure. Sir, the generator just quit suddenly. To make matters worse, its stress level is rising. The main return valve must have failed. People are terrified that the generator will explode. Our engineers are already working on a temporary fix. The repair station was adequately staffed, so the repairs will be finished reasonably quickly. Okay, hope falls greatly. Oh dear. You have to fix the generator before it blows up from rising stress. Well, hey, that could not possibly be a stressful event now, could it? Alright, so fix the generator using the repair station. Let's see, what do we need? 15 hours and 20... Okay, Foreman, yes please, you should do your job as best as possible. And you know what, we only have one sick person, so we're going to call for review and send you there just to cut that down a little bit further. And 9 hours? Do we have 9.5 hours? I genuinely do not know. Nope, that is 9 hours? I don't know what rate this is going at. Well, I guess we have a timeline now. We're gonna have to get this figured out sooner rather than later. So, you know what? Let's also grab a couple of engineers from the workshop. Oh, of course. I didn't even think about upgrading the foreman. We're going to use 2. We're going to get both of those up and running. And then on the 3rd, we're going to drop this down to just a single one. So we have some level of efficiency. And then use that to help out. And then send everybody else. Where are we? Come on. That'll be 7.5 hours. Okay, so I think that's a pretty good spot to end it. We've done what we can. We're trying to maintain as many buildings as possible, and we've got to see what the damage is going to be. So if you do want to see whether we survive or whether we fail in a blaze of glory, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.